Hi, I'm Andrew Wasson. Thanks for joining me for my weekly guitar blog. It's May 26th, 2013, and this week we're going to cover the opening piece, Southern Breeze, from my video lesson, The Circle of Fifths. Now, this piece operates around an intro and outro guitar riff that uses a drone note off the open fourth string, which settles us into a D mixolydian sound. Now, this riff leads us into a verse section that sets up a pretty heavy groove and levels things out into the sound of the E natural minor harmony. However, the verse leads into a short 4-bar bridge section that brings us back again to those D mixolydian sounds. And after that bridge section, the chorus is coming along and it's really melodic and it sets us up with a very happy sound centered on D mixolydian's parent major scale, G major. Now, after the chorus, we return once again to the original groove from the beginning of the song and have that same part act as an outro section. So now let's just go ahead and zoom in on the neck and I'll demonstrate each of these sections for you with the tab. The tempo of this song is at 76 beats per minute, and in its intro, it places a pretty heavy focus on an open fourth string drone note. And in the first two bars, you have to watch out. There's some pickup notes that happen there from frets 7 to 9, pardon me. It's going to go like that. But it's going to happen on the last two 16th notes of the beat in. So let's count it in and just play through the first two bars. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, in bars 3 and 4, we wrap up the phrase, but keep in mind that this phrase is repeated and also uses a first and second ending, with the first ending containing those pickup notes once again. So in the next couple of bars, bars 3 and 4, it goes like this. So that's the first ending. But if you're going to second ending, it would go like this. Without the pickup notes, and that would lead us to the verse section. Now, let's go to that section now. It's an 8-bar verse, and it has some really nice, rich E minor sounds in its rhythm guitar part. And the rhythm guitar, maybe we'll do that first. It sounds like this on its own. Now, the melody for this section operates around the 7th position, but it does jump into the 12th position for the turnaround in bar 4. So let's just start with the melody moving through bars 1 through 4. It goes like this. Watch those slides. When you make slides that are really fast and abrupt like that, they have to really go in and anchor into the fret that you need them to stop on. So if you're not used to making those grace note slides happen and in a very perfect manner, you need to maybe work on that a little bit in your playing. It's something that sometimes they really don't come across exactly the way you want them to in the beginning. You have to work on them quite a bit. So anyway, let's move on to the next 4 bars of the verse melody. It drifts between the 5th and 7th positions, has some nice hammer-on and slide sounds also. So here's the part. So you can tell it's very reminiscent in the beginning, of course. Actually, it's identical in the first measure to the previous bars 1 through 4. But in the next bar, it has that really cool hammer-on run. So you can practice that a little bit. And then it moves forward a bit there with that grace note slide. There's another one of those grace note slide ideas from 7 to 9 on the 4th string. Then we have our run that takes us out there. Wraps up that phrase. So let's head into the next part. It's the bridge section. It's only 4 bars, and this section pushes off of the C major chord and uses a lot of 16th notes in the groove for the rhythm guitar, even the bass guitar, and of course in the melody as well. Let's start off by just getting a taste for what this rhythm guitar part is like. Here we go. At the end there we have a D5, just using open D, the A note on 3rd string, and then the D note again on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And then it just kind of expands out to add in that high F sharp on the 1st string, 2nd fret, to round the chord out a little bit, give it a little bit more color. Let's move to the melody next. It's, like I said, it's a very busy 16th note melody. It goes like this. Now those 8th and 10th frets, they're a pickup that's going to take us over into the chorus. So let's start talking about the chorus here a little bit now. In the 8-bar chorus that we have, we're slowing the push of the groove way down with the rhythm pretty much dominated by 8th notes. Our tonality has also changed, and it's now the full-on major tonality of the key of G major. So let me begin by just jamming out the rhythm guitar part, but we're just going to be looking at the first 4 bars at the outset here. Here we go. So the first time around, as we drop from the G chord to the D with F sharp in the bass, we're just walking down the scale into that E minor there. And then we're starting again G to the D with F sharp and bass, and then we wrap up on C this time. Okay. So remember, there is those pickup notes that lead in, but the melody for this part goes like this. That's kind of a nice ending lick there too, with the slide from 7 to 9 on the 3rd string, grabbing into that 8th fret on 2nd string, and then we have that pull off 10 to 8. It's a nice little turnaround lick. Now, in the next section, bars 5 through 8 of the chorus, we're going to revisit the melody that we had established in bars 1 and 2 of the chorus, but there's a build-up which acts to finalize the melodic line overall, the whole contour of the chorus section. So here's the rhythm guitar part though first, because it's a little bit different. We have a C major and a D major chord that wrap up the bars 7 and 8. So here's the rhythm guitar part first. And here's the lead line now. And once again, we do have another one of those really fast slides that happens from 15 to 17. So you have to get used to some of that stuff if you do decide to employ it. It's a super cool sound. I mean, you hear a lot of guitar players do a lot of those really fast, forward and backward slides like that, those grace note slides. It's a very cool sound. The pickup notes come back, as you can probably see in your tab there. We have that part rolling in once again. That's really the intro coming back to us once more. It's the same riff as the intro section for what we're going to use in this outro, basically. But the big difference I just want to focus on here really comes in when we wrap up the song. There's a G6 chord with the B in the bass that we're going to use, and it arrives actually a half a beat sooner in the second ending than as how this ending operated previously in the intro. In the intro, we had them on the beat, and now we're going to kind of be a little bit off the beat there with this one. So the other idea I want to mention here too, that takes the piece out with a fade, is a really simple picked riff off of a D add 4 chord. So just the last couple of measures in the second ending into the final fade echo part at the end. Here's how it goes. Last 2 measures basically into the outro of the song. Well, I hope you had fun and you enjoyed checking out this piece, Southern Breeze, from my video lesson, The Circle of Fifths. It's a fairly straightforward tune and shouldn't really take a lot of work to get going at playing through each of the parts. And so anyway, once again, that's about all the time I have for today. As always, thanks for watching. Have yourself a great week. I'll catch up with you next time. Bye for now.